and welcome back to the mix up. So yeah, this is gonna be little different. No, not really gonna do much. Well, kind of reacting, but more news format today. Yeah, we're going with the news format. That's where we're gonna go with today. So let's start with talking about Johnny Gobble trying to sell his YouTube channel. So let's bring that up here. And so we got the Gobble channel. And right here, he says, I'm thinking about giving my YouTube channel to someone. Giving. Giving. I thought it was gonna say giving. He wants to thinking about maybe a raffle, $5. Would anybody pay $5 for a Johnny for a Johnny Gobble raffle ticket, which sounds like a scam? It sounds like a scam. Merle's gonna win. Merle would definitely win. All right. So, and then, since this whole like his whole new attack on Creek Squad, if you notice, every video that he's posted, he made a little tour of Paintsville, and it's entitled "At Upchurch Official Came Here," and then at Upchurch Official and his harassment, which is Upchurch's tag, and then replaying some old videos, which is the same thing as this one, and then tagging Upchurch again, tagging Upchurch again. Oh, the Weedham Tweaker boys. Yeah, you are a tweaker, Johnny. And then, oh, tagging Upchurch again. So then Johnny made this live. Yeah, no, Chris, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I mean, why would you want that? I mean, you're buying like, or receiving a bunch of haters, and then I think the reason Johnny is tagging Upchurch and everything is because it worked the first time to get attention. Because if we go here and we look, on the second, he lost 20 subscribers. Then again, on the 4th, he lost 10 subscribers. And then the 5th, another 10 subscribers. And then on the 7th, another 10 subscribers. But then he gained 10. He did gain 10. But then the next day, we're back down 20. Then we're back down 10. And then we went back up 10. And then we backed. In the last 30 days, Johnny's lost 280 subscribers. Let me bring that up full screen here. Oh, wrong button. All right, full screen. So, as you can see down at the bottom of the screen, you can see that Johnny Gobble in the past 30 days has lost 280 subscribers. So does anybody wonder why he wants to get rid of his YouTube channel now? I think we know why he wants to get rid of this YouTube channel. It's a sinking ship. It's the Dagburn Titanic. And then he decides he's going to talk about, well, I think it starts, where does it start? I tried to watch this just to see how stupid it was, him trying to be Mr. Investigator Gobble here, who's apparently a writing expert.
Gobble boy, I'm right.
All right, so Johnny's here, and let's see. Yeah, go with this one.
We're gonna jump right into this, guys.
So apparently, if you haven't heard, Upchurch posted on Instagram that somebody that was working with him, who he was letting them use a truck for work. It's like if you're given a work truck, somebody gives you a truck for work. Somebody that was working with him went and took one of his trucks, took it to the dealer, and had a piece of paper that said that Upchurch gifted it to him. And Upchurch said, I never did that. And Johnny thinks that he's Mr. Investigator here.
I want to point out a couple of things. Okay. So Ryan is trying to make it look like that Tamara and Nick stole a truck from him. Okay. That's what he's saying now, right? He's saying that his signature was forged and this and that, but
Rebel Ray is saying some of this is scripted. So you think this is scripted just to draw attention in general? I don't think so.
what I'm doing here right now is just going to.
Johnny wouldn't know how to read a script if his life depended on it. Could you picture him trying to read something and like remember what to say?
Point out a couple things, in my opinion, about a couple things, which I know what the truth is. I know that the truck was given to Tamara.
Well, if you're given a work truck and then you don't work with the company anymore, which is that's what it sounds like to me. I'm not saying but that's what it sounds like to me. Once you're done, you give it back. Or I mean, you just don't take something that's given to you to use and go trade it in.
And Nick, and I want to show y'all right now what I'm talking about.
Chris, yo, you said oh man, that's messed up. That's messed up. He definitely reads those ones. He's got to make sure it's the ones he wants.
All right. So right here, if you guys can see.
Oh, Tashi, there's not much up there at all.
Hang on. Let me switch this over to where I can this on screen. Okay, as you can see right here on this affidavit, it says
the affidavit.
It says affidavit of non-dealer transfer of motor vehicle and.
If you ever watched the YouTube channel Donut, not Donut Media, but the Donut Operator, you'll know the that affidavit thing.
Oh, okay. Right here, it's checked. Right here. Okay. Now you can either a relative, you could give it to a relative and transfer it, or you can gift it. And he's got it checked right here as a gift. So this truck was.
Okay, well, this is a form that you could print off the internet, and then you could fill in somebody else's information as if you were filling it in. They were filling it in.
Given.
And he even says here, he's like, now I don't know, but this is just my opinion. But yet you're talking as if you really, really, really are convinced of what happened. And you sound like you're the forensic writing expert, when the Kentucky court system needs somebody to come check a signature. I'm pretty sure they're not calling up Johnny Gobble. Hey, Gobble, can you come check this for us?
This is Ryan's writing on this. This is Ryan's writing.
Because you're the expert, Gobble. You needed to talk about Ryan because you're losing. You're losing views and you're losing subscribers. So you're like, no hate. He's trying to.
I can prove that.
You could tell he's really trying to hate without hating.
Kansas Rebel Man's video, and
he's trying so hard. Just watch
and pause it on this. I'll show you in a second. Actually, I can show you here in a second. But yeah, and this has already been put on the internet, guys. So I'm allowed to share this. It's got Brian's address on there, and it's also got their address, which it shouldn't be.
And you're making a point to say it and point it out.
Putting their address out there. It's got Nick's ID number. It's got Ryan's ID number. I mean, this is something he shouldn't have put out there in the public eye, but he did anyway, which was pretty stupid on his part. But
could you picture hiring Johnny as a private investigator? Like if you hired this guy, like Gobble Private Investigative Services, and he comes over and be like, I'll find out what's going on, and everybody he's trying to follow always catches him.
But I don't know.
and then he gets arrested because like the people he's trying to watch to find out stuff. Like oh man, I could just see him like he gets caught trying to follow people and then gets arrested for stalking or something. Like I could totally see him doing something like that.
The signature on this might have been, I don't know.
Might have been, I don't know, but here, let me tell you how I'm a handwriting expert.
But I don't believe that because it's wrote the same way as the pay on the paperwork.
Yeah, listen. This guy contradicts himself in everything that he says.
Might have been ID number. It's got Ryan's ID number. I mean, this is something he shouldn't have put out there in the public eye, but he did anyway, which was pretty stupid on his part. But
if it was stupid on his part, then you're gonna go and put it back out again. See, that makes no sense. But I mean, Ryan was just trying to prove a point, and I mean, he did end up changing his phone number after this.
I don't know. The signature on this might have
Might. See, here it's might, and then in a minute, it's not might. It's
been. I don't know, but I don't believe that
I don't know, but let me tell you how I do know.
because it's wrote the same way as the pay on the
Yeah, definitely. Church does have a legal team. Church is a very intelligent guy, and Johnny is far from that.
paperwork, as you can see.
We're watching Gobble's Private Investigative Services hard at work here.
Right here.
Handwriting expert. Yep, look.
If you look at that and go down here and look at the signature, it's
written the
about
same.
the same way, but
it's written the same on both the top and the bottom. Almost like they looked at his ID and copied it letter for letter, word for word.
Now it might have been. They might have.
The Gobble News Network. GNN.
Just to get the Mustang or whatever. Might have forged this part of the signature. But
all he needs is that do spinning globe in the beginning. But instead of that, it's a spinning turkey.
What I think is this truck was given
and it goes
to them. It's been on Tamara. I know of several videos that this truck that's in this that they're talking about here was in videos of Tamara's house. Like
it was in them videos. I got the video evidence.
Why not, take the truck when y'all had your falling out? Whenever her and Patty had the falling out, that's what I'm not understanding.
Nah, Ryan posted the pictures himself on his Instagram.
But that's none of my business. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
It's none of my business, but let me tell all y'all about it. It's none of my business. You contradict yourself in every other word. Like, can you say something for a substantial amount of time without one sentence not being the exact opposite of what the sentence you said before was?
It might have been. They might have.
Oh yeah, if you guys haven't seen my my yes, I did a painting with Dagburn video based on a Bob Ross videos. Go check that out if you haven't. That one is definitely hilarious. I was laughing my ass off myself when I got done making it. Because I like have to make it in pieces and then put it all together in the end. I just got some new software where I can make the videos longer, but I got to figure out how to use it. I just downloaded it. I haven't even set it up yet.
I have, just to get the Mustang or whatever. Might have forged this part of the signature.
Might have.
But what I think is this truck was given to them. It's been on Tamara. I know of several videos that this truck that's in this that they're talking about here was in videos of Tamara's house. Like, why not, take the truck when y'all had your falling out? Whenever her and Patty had the falling out, that's what I'm not understanding. But
probably because he was busy doing other things and then didn't say, hey, I need my truck back.
That's none of my business. I'm just pointing.
I'm just gonna make a whole video about it, but it's none of my business.
Now, the obvious here.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
Okay.
Here we go, Inspector Gobble.
So what he's doing is making it look like they forged his signature.
He's making it look like you mean they did forge his signature
to get this Mustang. But this paperwork right here is proof that Ryan gave the truck to Tamara.
This paperwork that Ryan said is forged, and I'm pretty sure a real handwriting expert could figure out that the names it's not exact. And I mean, wouldn't you just like, you'd look at it and some people can look at a signature, especially like if somebody's an artist. I know people that draw real well, and they can look at somebody's signature and they can just copy it perfectly.
Actually, to Nicholas,
we're to the point where like you'd need to like look under a magnifying glass to detect like the pressure of the writing implement.
Jay Peterson is who he give it to, and it says right here it's
our instrument,
a gift transfer.
Sounding like Gobble over here. Damn, it's early.
Gift transfer. My best opinion is Tamara and them didn't get transferred out of their name.
Yeah. Now, if you look in the text here that Ryan shared on his Instagram, it was saying they signed your name like a 12-year-old. And if you look at the bottom of the screen there, you could see. Now, we've all seen on the internet before what Ryan's signature looks like. He signs things a lot. People have shared pictures of signed Upchurch things. That does not look like his signature to me. Anybody else agree? Does that look like Upchurch's signature? And Detective Johnny Gobble with the reporter Gobble with the GNN, as Chris said, the Gobble News Network has he knows otherwise because he's got the inside scoop. Remember, he's deep in the rap game on these YouTube streets.
I mean, out of the Ryan's name yet. They just kept this paperwork to show that it had been given to them, and they took it and traded the truck in for a Mustang, which is their right to do so. I mean,
well, Johnny, you just said, why would he take? See, you don't pay attention well because you don't pay attention at all. Now you're saying that this paperwork is from when when he first initially gave them the truck to use, and this is the proof. But if you look, it's dated 2 days ago, 1/12/2023. So this isn't proof that they get that this isn't proof from before. This is something that was just written 2 days ago. And if you're like you're leading towards not being right with what you're saying by showing stuff like this, because you're saying this is proof that from when he gave it to them before, but why didn't you take it away when they had a falling out is what you say. And then you show us a piece of paper that's dated 2 days ago. This is Ryan posted this as proof that if issues started days ago before this, why would he sign something over to somebody 2 days ago?
That's just really ridiculous to me, I think. But I'm going to show you right here. Hang on. What I'm talking about. Let me see. Where's the ID part at?
Oh, now Gobble's gonna compare what's the guy on Pawn Stars? Steve he's the signature expert. Oh yeah, Gobble fit right. Yeah, but I don't think that they accept people like Gobble. I don't think they do. Although they got to be all inclusive. Remember, that's So Gobble, that'd be a good job for you, man. Go Chris in the comments here's got a great go apply for CNN, because if they you say you're a good news reporter, so go apply, because if they if they don't accept you, then you could always say, hey, it was discrimination. They got a thing against Gobbles.
Right here. Okay, if you look at this ID,
Look at the signatures now.
if this is his ID, look at.
You can tell that they looked at it and they copied it right off it.
The way it's written. Look at the U. Look at the U.
He picks the easiest letter for anybody to look at and copy and goes, look at the U. Look at the way it's shaped. It's the same on both of them. All the other letters ain't the same, but the U. They got the U right. So because they got that U right, he gave him that. He signed this paper 2 days ago.
Look at the P. Look at the U here. Now look, I want you to go back.
Yep. They probably just held this paper dated 3 days ago. They just held it for a long time. It's dated, 2 days ago. It's the 14th. It's dated the 12th. Oh, Johnny.
Now look. Look at the U on here.
Look at the U. Let's not pay any attention to the date. This paper's from before.
It's written the same way.
That's what we said, Johnny. We said it's from before.
It's written the same exact way. So if he's saying that's his ID,
that U, man, they got the U,
and that's the way he signed his signature on the bottom of that ID, then
Johnny's gonna start signing baseball cards and bringing them to trade them in, and bringing printed pictures of autographs and be like, look at that A right there. See, that A is the same. You got to give me money for this.
Ryan, fill out this paperwork. This is Ryan's writing on this affidavit.
Yeah, I know. It's all. I know. I'm the handwritings expert. I know, but 5 minutes ago I didn't know. I'm not sure, but I know.
I mean, it has to be. There's no way around it. He gifted them the truck. It's obvious right
here. So they had a falling out with him. Like, I'm not sure. I know it was more than 2 days ago, but right afterwards, he gifted them the truck. Are you listening to yourself talk?
Here, the paperwork is here.
From 2 days ago. He keeps saying this paperwork it's from 2 days ago.
Like this is crazy.
It's crazy. I can't look at the dates.
The truck was theirs.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I do not.
Dated the exact same day that I'm assuming this happened.
I don't understand you all, man.
But I'm the expert. Man.
Johnny Cashville, you can't even shoot a gun properly. What's Tamara's YouTube name? She changed it to something else. I'm not sure.
All right, Johnny, tell us.
This is Dagburn. This shit.
We're here for the Gobble News.
And don't.
What else you got to tell us?
You.
This is live from last night, I believe.
That's not the point. It's been put out there on the internet, and I'm just giving my opinion to this, guys. It's my opinion. I'm allowed to do so.
It's my opinion. But see, when you give an opinion, you're supposed to say this is my opinion. Now I know you can look, you can tell. Because if you, oh my God, like it's like trying to explain something to a stubborn little kid.
It's no different than Ryan getting on here and talking about the Kiely Rodni case and pointing out stuff that he's seen and what people put on the internet. I'm just reviewing it and giving my opinion.
Well, Johnny, you didn't look at it close enough, because you're sitting here and going, look, Ryan posted this picture of this affidavit that shows that he gifted this to them a long time ago. and it's dated 2 days ago.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, that's all I'm doing, guys. No hate towards anybody. I'm just saying.
Here we go. Now it's like no hate towards anybody. I just got to give my opinion because I don't want to lose more subscribers.
No, I don't believe that, B. Wayne. I don't believe that the dealership give. No, I don't believe that. I do not.
I wish I had the comments up here
Believe
too.
that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That is obviously Ryan's handwriting on that affidavit, and I know for a fact he gave the truck to them. I know for a fact that he did. Like I've got videos.
I know for a fact. For a fact. It's just my opinion, but I know for a fact.
No, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That is obviously Ryan's handwriting on that affidavit, and I know for a fact he gave the truck to them. I know for a fact that he did.
How do you know? How do you know, Johnny?
Like I've got videos.
I got videos.
I actually have videos recorded.
I screen recorded it just in case something happened.
That I have put back on my laptop. Videos of this truck sitting on Tamara's and Nick's property. It's been there for months.
You see, here's the issue with that is if see my friend he has a job. He works for a one of them emergency home companies. Hold on 1 second. I will be right back. You don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste it, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate it, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain. All right, I'm back. Yeah, kids running around upstairs, kind of loud. I thought it was somebody knocking on the door. It was footsteps.
It's been there for months, and I'm just giving my opinion on this and telling you what I've seen. It's been on the property for months, guys. I'm telling you.
Okay, so what I was saying is my friend works for this company where he does he goes and does the inspections for like a disaster restoration company, and he has a company car. And a lot of companies give a company car. Now, this company car doesn't have any like company logos. It's not like a work van or anything. It's just a car. It's a company car. A lot of places give company cars, and they give you a company car for the time that you work for the company. So just because somebody has a car and somebody like Ryan Upchurch, who owns multiple cars, it wouldn't surprise me that he'd let somebody use a car, even if they weren't working with him for a long extended period of time, just because he has so many of them. That wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Take it back and hold the screen under the gifted check mark. Stop scrolling on it. Okay, I sure will. Hang on, let me go back.
Is this somebody pointing out to him that there's a date?
Back here and check this. Put this back on the screen.
All right, what is this somebody actually pointing the date out to him?
Right here. It says gift. I can actually read it to you. I got it right here where if you
I was hoping somebody was going to point out the date to him.
You stop it right here. It says gift transfer or low selling price to person other than tax exempt relatives. A low selling price is 75% or less of the fair market.
Okay, so this is just the definition of what a gift is when it comes to a vehicle or a low sale, because people will sometimes try and have people write a bill of sale for a lower price so they don't got to pay a lot of property tax when they go to register a car, or sales tax when they go to register a car.
Market value. Fair market value is determined by referencing the most recent issue of an authoritative automobile
That's big. What? How? Them's big words.
pricing manual, such as the NADA Official Used Car Guide, SE Edition. He gave this truck. There's proof here that he gave this truck to them.
I got the proofs. This is the proof. This is the proof. I got what Ryan Upchurch posted as the proof that he forged the signature, and I'm going to use that to prove that it's legit. The proof that it's not legit is the proof that it's legit. What? Huh?
He gave it to him as a gift.
Look, Ryan dad screwed himself. See, look.
And is writing it off as on taxes.
He's writing it off.
So you gave
because I'm the tax expert too.
It to someone and you're going to write it off on your taxes and try to take it back. Like, that's what I'm seeing here.
Oh my, Johnny, this is because of sales tax. When you see, you might not have owned many cars in your life, but when you buy a vehicle and you go to register it, they're gonna want to know how much you paid for it, so that they can determine how much sales tax to charge you. This does not have anything to do with the tax write-off. This has to do with the person that's going to end up registering this truck, or in this case, selling the truck, which again, Ryan is posting this to prove that this is false information or a false document. And you're over here saying, oh, you go write it off as a tax write-off. And then you went and posted the definition of a gift when it comes to tax returns and stuff. After reading this, Inspector Gobble has solved the case. He's a handwriting expert, he's a tax expert, and a vehicle sales expert. He thinks that because you can check the gift mark, the gift check mark. See, this is why Johnny's entertaining to watch. It's because of this. And look at the look on his face. That is the look of, you hear what I'm saying? I mean this. He's trying to write this off in his taxes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving my opinion, guys.
Listen to this. Let's.
He gave this truck. There's proof here that he gave this truck to them. He gave it to them as a gift, and is writing it off as on taxes. So
he's writing it off on taxes. No, that's for sales tax. Johnny, we know you've never bought a car. Well, when you buy a car from a private party and you go to the DMV, you still have to pay the sales tax on it.
You gave it to someone and you're going to write it off on your taxes and try to take it back. Like, that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving my opinion, guys. That's it.
I'm just making myself look like a fool, guys. That's it. I'm just calling it like I see it.
No hate towards nobody, no nothing. I'm just giving my opinion.
I'm well educated.
It's all there. The proof's there.
I got the proofs, y'all. I got the proofs.
I'm telling you, the proof is there, guys. I don't know what y'all are
He's so convinced. Just look at him.
trying to believe, and then he's threatening people. Threatening people.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, you're crazy for doing that. Look, listen.
Oh, the next video that I'm gonna play is up church talking about this same situation, and then a clip that I got to give credit to Kansas Rebel Man for posting, which is the clip from some of Up Church's Instagrams regarding this.
Listen to this shit.
What the fuck I'm saying right now? You motherfuckers better get.
All right, so this is Ryan going on Instagram and saying, "I want my truck back. Look, I got it's right here."
Get a hold of somebody because
Now I'm pausing this a lot because I'm trying not to let the swears go through, and I know that Ryan is gonna let quite a few of them out.
the fucking dealership just gave me the information where Nick over there.
All right, Rebel, are you telling me to play my Dr. Phil video? I could play that after we go through this. I will play it. It's short. I'll play it.
They fucking stole my goddamn license, my identity.
Stole his license.
And also forged my name on a fucking goddamn legal.
Johnny, you're just proving what you're proving the exact opposite of what you're trying to prove.
Document to sell my truck that was in my name. So listen, you fucking stupid motherfuckers better get a hold of somebody before I get to goddamn go stretch. Because when I get there, if ain't nobody hit nobody up about my motherfucking truck, woo! You better be ready to go to prison, motherfucker.
Threaten them with prison after giving them a
no, when you saying you're gonna call the cops on somebody when they did something wrong, that's not a threat. That's more of a promise, because it's not like a threat as in like you could get somebody in trouble for threatening you because they say, if you did me wrong, you stole from me, I'm gonna call the cops on you. No, they threatening him. Johnny,
fucking truck, bro. That's just fucking spot ass shit, if you tell me. I mean, that's some
Rebel Ray. I will play a couple of the Johnny spoof videos, but I kind of like people to go back and watch them. But we can watch them.
psycho shit. That is some psycho shit, if you ask me, guys. That
Are you talking about yourself?
is, my God, what this guy will not do to people, man, to try to fuck up somebody.
What I will not read into to try. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Life. After you giving this to them, I mean, it blows.
This is what I mean. I don't want. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got it. All right. Wait a second. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Oh, I don't have it on here anymore. I got rid of it. I was gonna go back to the Psycho Babble screen. Because this would be exactly what that idiot's talking about when all these guys with their low IQ, not knowing nothing about nothing. Johnny's the ones that he's talking about. Johnny's the reason where that comes from. I think that's where it comes from. What's up, Rich, Tashi, Uncle Fungus? Quite a mustard squirrel. Quite a few people here in the chat. Oh man, yeah, we're just sitting here,
Blows my mind.
watching the train wreck.
Why would it be in their possession if you didn't give it to them?
It's called a loan. He's loaning the vehicle to them. Not even if he says, I'm gonna give you this, just because I'm gonna give you this to use doesn't mean to have.
How in the world would they?
And Johnny, you're saying that they had you yourself said they had a falling out a while ago. It's been over a week, but yet after that, they signed he signed a document which you just showed that said it was proof that he gave it to them a while ago. That's what you said. Now I'm trying to understand your logic here, Johnny. But yet that paper was dated January 12th, which was 2 days ago.
Get your ID. Tell me that one. Did they mysteriously, magically go into your wallet and swoop in on her broom?
Well, you see, Johnny, there's this thing where you can get a duplicate copy of your license. I know here in the state of Connecticut, I can go online and I can get up to 2 additional copies just sent to me of my license without having to go in and show any documents or anything. And then if I go over to, I have to go in and show my paperwork and make sure it's me ordering these copies of my license, because I actually have 2 copies of my license, and one of them stays at my house and one of them's in my wallet for in case the event where I lose my wallet, which I have before. I still have a copy of my ID, so it's easy for me to obtain any other paperwork and cards and stuff that I need to get. So it's not uncommon for people to have 2 copies of their ID and have one in a place, Ghost Ranch, so that it's there in case he needs it. And if they knew where it was, they'd just go grab it. They weren't like sneaking into his house to go steal his ID where he's living. They were at Ghost Ranch where he's not staying, and they went to wherever his extra ID was and grabbed it. You can have more than one copy of your ID. You just
Like a witch or something, and put a spell on you and got your ID out of your wallet.
Yeah, it's called having 2.
Like, how did she get that?
I don't know. I don't know. You the government only sends you 1, Johnny. You can't get 2. You wouldn't know nothing about ordering a second one because you don't got the money to afford another one. But you can have.
How'd they get that?
You could have copies, and if you actually go to the DMV, I mean, they're gonna start going, "Why you keep losing your ID so much?" But I mean, they'll keep printing them and giving them to you.
That's, my God, you guys are something else.
I mean, trust me, I've lost my wallet a few times. They'll print you a new copy. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass.
You guys are something else. I really, for y'all to do something like this to somebody is unreal. It's unreal and unfair to them. They're going through enough after you.
Wait, Square is stealing my stream? Is
You all-
he's re-streaming my stream?
Doing what you're
Oh,
doing.
jeez.
She has no income coming in, and you all doing what you're doing, and then try to throw Nick in jail for something he didn't even do. Wow. Because you're being spiteful. You're being spiteful and thinking that they're telling me stuff that she.
Well, hey, if you're watching over there on Spastastic not Alicious channel, you can come over here to the Mix Up, enjoy some actual commentary with your videos instead of somebody just sitting there and watching them. So come on over to the Mix Up, and you can leave that channel all alone.
She's telling me stuff, and it ain't got nothing to do with her. It ain't got nothing to do with her. It's got to do with your boy Kansas going around telling everybody stuff and getting back to me.
Here we go. Here we go. This is where Johnny, this leads to where Johnny got all his supposed information that he was spreading the other day. It's all coming from these people, the same people that are trying to swindle a truck from Ryan.
That's how I'm finding out this stuff that y'all are hearing from me. I mean, and I'm just being honest and being real about
it. You being real dumb. Quote Chris. Chris, remember when he did that bit and he goes, "Keeping it real." Yeah, keeping it real dumb.
I got to, I've got stuff going on in my life right now, but I'm willing to step out here and give my opinion on a situation that I
Again, if you're watching my stream, somebody else is copying my stream right now, Mr. Square. So if
think is
if
wrong.
you'd like to come over to the real stream, it's you just go YouTube and then just slash the Mix-Up 860. You'll be brought right over here. Come on over.
You all know how I am. I will point
Or if you just search the Mix-Up, it's the first channel that pops up.
something out if I think it's wrong, and this is wrong what you're doing to these.
It's wrong that you couldn't piece all of what you just said to debunk what you're debunking and realize that you just proved even more against what you're trying to say.
People. They're going through enough.
You're just proving more that he did take and forge the signature by what you're saying. You're giving reason. You're just adding more.
And then you want to keep on tearing them down, but that's who you are. That's who you are. And it,
what's up in the comments? Let's see. We got Just K, Mr. Fusion TV, JM Poser Exposure, Wacky Jackie. What's up, all y'all in the comments?
it's sad. It's
Thank you for joining me for this train wreck.
freaking.
We're watching the Gobble News Network. Inspector Gobble this morning.
It's sad,
Good morning and welcome to the live stream.
man. It's sad.
Good morning, Shay. The weakest link. I wonder how many people are leaving Square's stream right now. If you're watching the stream again, if you're watching on Square's channel, go ahead, leave the stream, go to YouTube, just youtube.com. After that, just slash the Mix-Up 860. You'll be right here. You'll be on the actual stream. No need to watch it third party. Come watch it over here.
I believe he let them use it.
See, this is what I'm going to do if somebody takes my stream and is restreaming it while I'm doing it. I'm just going to keep on saying, come on over here.
No, he did not let them. Why would he let them use it?
Because unlike you, he has more than one vehicle. Look, he looks so confused. Like, why would somebody else let somebody use a car? Well, Johnny, you see, my car is broken right now, and I just haven't had the extra money to fix it, and plus I owe some back taxes on that car, so I just haven't been using it, and I needed a vehicle to use. One of my old bosses has been letting me use his truck now for about 8 months now, and I just give him a discount on some work that I do for him, like some maintenance work and some repairs at his store. It's not uncommon for people to let other people use a vehicle if they have multiple vehicles.
Why would he let them use it? Lord have mercy.
Oh my
okay.
God.
When did this happen between Patty and her? Hang on. Thanksgiving, right? So it's took them this long. There was a fight during.
All right. So this was the question that I had. When did this falling out happen? And here's Johnny telling us Thanksgiving. So Johnny, you're giving us the information we asked for. Thanksgiving
that happened, okay? That's when Tamara was officially fired and everything, right? So
it's called being busy.
Why would they still have the truck?
Thank you, Wacky Jackie,
Answer
for the super
Why
chat
would they
there.
still have the truck?
Just didn't get around to asking for it back and didn't think they would do something stupid like this. I mean, that sounds like a good reason to me. Yeah, Chris said it best.
Because
it's called being nice too. Maybe even though there was a falling out, Upchurch doesn't need another vehicle. So, yeah, Mustard Squirrel says check out Captain Kurt. Definitely go check out Captain Kurt Reacts channel. He's got some interesting stuff over there.
See, Nick.
I'm gonna go check out his stream after my stream.
Taking something and trading it off something that don't belong to him. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I don't believe that.
You the detective, Johnny.
It's just like the
Detective Gobble.
situation of what you've done to me.
Hey, Square, if you're still restreaming my stream, this is kind of let's call this I'm not even the best at live streaming, but we'll call this live streaming 101. It's called interacting with your audience, and it's called reacting to what you're watching instead of just. How many of y'all would be tuned in if this was every show? How many? How many? I don't think anybody would be tuned in if that was every show. But yet, I think Square, most of his watchers are are like they're trolls.
When
I
you come
think
down here to my
most of the
hometown,
people that
Ryan,
watch his
and
streams
that's messed up.
are
It's no different.
trolls. Man, I'm trying to watch this idiot, and I hear that the other idiot's restreaming my stream.
Tamara, this is what I'm telling you. If you're listening to me right now, get a hold of the state police. Get a hold of the state police and file
You a lawyer now?
a report with the state police and tell them what's going on. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, it's live in front of 180 people right now. Call the state police.
Yeah, Johnny Gobble Esquire, everybody.
File a report.
First, we're a private detective, and then we're a handwritings forensic expert, and now we're a lawyer.
File a report.
Get your legal advice from Johnny Gobble.
Like, it's wrong what this woman is going through. This family shouldn't be getting threatened. They shouldn't be going through the shit that they're going through.
You see, Johnny, saying, listen, you just robbed me, and I'm gonna call the cops on you if you don't bring my shit back. That's not a threat. That's actually being nice, very nice, and saying, listen, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to make this right before I do what I already should have done.
Right now, and they ain't said a word about nothing. About nothing. Have you seen them get online and talk about any of this situation, what's going on? No, you haven't. Who's been the ones to talk about it? They say that she signed an NDA and wasn't supposed to talk about stuff, but it was okay for Patty to get on there and post a big old long thing telling everything that's happened, which is no different. You're breaking an NDA too. You're both broken at this point.
Yep. Lawyer Gobble here. The lawyer. Gobble the lawyer.
I mean, you all are wild, man. No, it ain't got nothing about filing reports. When people are getting threatened by these people, no. I'm still a person always want to forget the law. What are you talking about? It ain't nothing about that. These people don't need to be getting threatened and to do something because somebody's got being spiteful. It's wrong. It's wrong in so many levels. You're being spiteful and you're doing this shit for spite just because you want the truck back. The same way that you've done the girl from fucking West Virginia.
You're the expert, Johnny. You're the expert.
You have your boys roll up there and take these vehicles from her after giving them to her.
Oh man.
Like, after you give somebody something, you can't be an Indian giver and say, I want it back. I want it back.
You can lend somebody something and then say that you want it back. I mean, Mustard Squirrel, thanks for the super chat. Trying to get my my actual chat feed up here instead of the one on my streaming software, so I could look at that instead. It's better to see that way, actually see what's going on in the chat instead of a delay of it. Just give me 1 second while I change this so I can actually see it a little better here. And That looks better. No, I mean, it's not big a text font, but I mean, my vision's good. Why not? Let's go with it. All right, so let's get back into this.
Like, you gave it to them. There's proof here that you give it to them.
Again, Johnny, you said that this just happened. That the falling out happened in November of 2022. So in November of 2022 was the falling out, and then you're saying in this video that that piece of paper is proof that he gave it to them before the falling out, but yet it's dated 2 days ago. You make no sense. You're coming with this proof that's not even proof. Yeah, and to be honest, when I first saw Upchurch post this stuff on his Instagram, I didn't even notice the date. It wasn't until you were trying to point out that this happened before. Like this paperwork was from before that I happened to notice the date on it was 2 days ago. Oh, yeah. And this is so professional in a live stream to just spark up a cigarette and start smoking.
I don't care. Tamer
I mean, I might hit my vape or something, but I try and at least take my camera off when I do that.
might have done some bad things. I don't know what happened. Tamer might have done some bad things, but that's not the point. That's not the point here. There is proof here. There is proof here that he
Got the
gave the
proofs.
truck.
Got the proofs that he gave the truck.
He gave the truck to them.
And the proof is that he forged his signature 2 days ago. You're
As a gift and was going to write it off on taxes. Basically, is what this is. That's what this is.
Yeah, and now he's because now earlier he read the part where it was talking about the taxes. And it said unless tax exempt relative, and he heard tax and he thought, oh, that means he's gonna write it off as a tax write-off, not realizing that it has to do with sales tax. Like when you buy a car from somebody that's not a dealer, because at the dealer puts the sales tax right into it. And Johnny's probably always had to buy a car on some type of credit or in somebody else's name. But like when you buy a car from somebody and then you go to the DMV, you have to pay sales tax, because you don't pay sales tax to a private party. You pay sales tax to a dealership or a used car dealership, because they collect the tax right there. Oh, Johnny.
And then he puts out their information all over
He put out his own information too.
the internet. His name, fucking address,
I mean, he put out all his own stuff too, Johnny.
and everything. Phone number. Like, why? For spot. This right here is going to save him, Tamara and fucking Nick. I'm telling you, listen to me, Nick and Tamara.
All right. Do not ever, anybody, never take legal advice from this man, please. Please, this is, I don't know why in anybody's right mind that they would, but don't take legal advice from this man.
Keep this, screenshot this fucking picture right here, and you keep this. So if anything ever happens,
Oh, you see, if anything did happen, Johnny, this piece of paper would be the first piece of evidence brought up to prove that they forged his signature. This would be a key piece of evidence in proving that they forged a document to use that truck as a trade for a car.
give that to the law. And I'm telling you, the threats you
Oh, I'm telling you, this is the proof, y'all.
are receiving, get the state police involved.
It's the proofs.
I've told you, get the
Yeah, you got to get the state police involved, because the Ashland City police are probably conspiring with Ryan.
State police involved.
That's what's coming next. I haven't watched this whole thing, but I bet that's what's coming next.
There's no need in that shit because you think someone is saying something to me. She's not the one that said anything to me, and that's exactly what it is. He thinks that she's telling me stuff. Patty thinks she's telling me stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with Tamara. I'm promising you, it came from your boy Kansas, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all about nothing.
I'm just gonna not understand anything of what's going on and say I understand it, and then I'm gonna post this whole live stream where I contradict myself through the whole entire thing. That's what you're doing, Johnny.
Exactly who it's come from.
Can somebody let me know, is Square still restreaming my stream?
I mean, that's it's just sad to me. It's sad to me what you'll do, people. It really is. And you say you're a good old
Chris, go screenshot this and put yourself in
boy.
chat. Yeah.
Country boy after.
Well, they listen to their top-notch legal counsel here. From the gobble attorneys at law.
You give somebody something, you can't just take it back like that. Just because they're doing better and they got him a Mustang. You want the Mustang that he got or something?
He doesn't need that Mustang. He's probably got I think he has 2 of them.
What you said in your Instagram story is you're going to end up with a Mustang.
Because they bought a Mustang by trading in his truck. So then that means that he would either want that Mustang or his truck, or he's calling the cops. You are, oh my God.
You end up with a Mustang.
Do you have any kind of brain cells?
Like the dude got it fair and square.
I don't get it. I don't get it, y'all.
You give it to him.
What's that?
And they've had it for months. I've got video proof of that I can send to them. I'll go to court for them. I will stand in a court.
What is this?
Courtroom and
is that like your equivalent to that Babel does?
Testify to this shit. Believe that. You're doing these people wrong just as well as you've done me.
Believe that.
Wrong. And I'm gonna stand with them. Just like you do everybody wrong. But anyways, peace out. I just wanted to jump on here for a minute and let y'all know how I felt about this situation, give my opinion. It ain't got nothing to do with what's going on between me and Ryan, what's going on between me and Patty, but I'm gonna
I just noticed that oh my God. I just had to. I just noticed this and had to. I had to. I ain't got nothing to do with anything. I'm not gonna. I just noticed this and had to put it up. I had to put it up. I had to give my opinion. I had to prove that everything I just said was stupid. Oh my God, dude. You just post Upchurch. You did a tour of Paintsville and posted at Ryan Upchurch was here. Do you not do you have to post his name and everything? Like everything that you post has to have at Ryan Upchurch. All right, so now I'm going to bring this up. And let me bring it over to the right screen. And this is Upchurch. Right, I'm assuming right after the dumbass we just watched posted that.
Before we start this video, any of you itchy, scratchy motherfuckers want to examine my eyeballs?
He's talking he's talking to Psychobabble there.
Fucking idiots. All right, let's cut to the chase. I don't give a shit about what anybody is saying on the internet. I don't watch any Upchurch hate videos no more. Haven't seen any in months.
And that's why people like Moron don't get responses. Plus, Moron is too low of a quality for Upchurch to even respond to.
So fucking what? People are making Ryan Upchurch videos.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of F up church videos.
You think that's
And that's basically what Johnny Gobble just made, but kept on going, no hate, y'all. No hate. It got nothing to do with what's going on to me and Ryan, nothing to do with nothing. But I just gotta get it out there. I gotta help prove that what Ryan's saying is the truth without saying that I'm proving it because oh my God.
something new, dude? No, dude, that's fucking old. Them tires are hella bald, fuck.
Yeah, there's just so many hate videos made. He's just it's like another one, really.
There are two things I watch on YouTube, dog. I watch Joe Rogan and I watch Upchurch reaction videos. Anything else just ain't getting watched. You want to be a 40-year-old dude or a 40-year-old woman on the internet being like, fuck him, well, go ahead. Well, go.
That's what Psycho Babble's even worse because he's like, well, how old is Psycho? He's got to be 60 something, right?
Motherfucker, you ain't my kid, and this ain't no goddamn McDonald's play place. I ain't gotta watch your shit. I've been dealing with this shit for almost 10 years. Think I'll wake up and I'm like, I wonder
It's not a McDonald's play place.
who don't like me today. Well, hell no. I'm glad there's people that fucking hate me. They're just a bunch of
Hey man, if you didn't have haters, I mean, haters equal supporters at the end of the day. Because if they're talking about you,
losers. Lets me know I'm winning. Woohoo! If somebody's first thought every day when they wake up is, man, I fucking hate Ryan Upchurch, I gotta tell YouTube. Well, then chances are their life probably fucking sucks.
Gobble every day. I gotta make a video about Ryan. I gotta tag Ryan.
Me replying to somebody's shitty life is a waste of time to me. I don't let them think whatever. You think I'm on drugs? Well, good. You think I have girl problems? Well, good. You think I need life advice?
Well, I mean, Church, he is Detective Gobble. I mean, you know, he's the super sleuth. He's probably reading your mind or something. You never know.
Well, good, well, good, well, good. Well, then go smoke a bunch of cigarettes and pace back and forth in a dirty kitchen and tell everybody about it. That sounds like a wonderful life. Hell yeah. Laziness, lung cancer, and jealousy. Just my kind of day. Save some ladies for the rest of
Yeah, the ladies are lining up at Gobble's door.
us. Yeah. Used to be Mr. Nice Guy around. Yeah, fuck him. He's dead. Gradually, over the past 10 years, my circle has gotten.
Rich, I don't know when Gobble will realize that Ryan doesn't want anything to do with him. I think he thought that by Patty sending him art supplies and a little bit of money, that, you know, it meant he was like part of the family or something.
Smaller
and the whole reason I ended up finding the Gobble video is because I said I saw this video and went, all right, what idiot made a video sounding like they knew or trying to say they knew what they were talking about, and come to find out it was Gobble.
Smaller and smaller and smaller. I've kicked family members out. I've kicked close people around me out. Hey, motherfucker, I'll kick anybody out at this point. I don't care anymore. Motherfuckers want to treat me all weird and shit because I'm successful, then I don't want them around me. What?
See, I don't understand why people do that to celebrities. Like just treat people like they're people.
Is this what chasing your dream is? Everybody treating you like a fucking alien? People out in public being like, hey, come here. While I'm sitting there like, who in the fuck are you talking to? You ain't talking to me like.
I mean, see, this is my theory. Like, how would you feel if somebody's running up to you? You know, just, I mean, and you see it when people see like, you see famous people anywhere and there's a crowd of people following behind them like, oh, can I get your autograph? Can I get your autograph? These people don't realize that you're more likely to have a conversation with somebody famous if you treat them the way you would treat any other person. Walk up to them, hey, how you doing? You know, and start a normal conversation. Don't be the super fan, the fanboy, the super mark.
Like that? You come here. No, no. And you know, it kind of fucks with you because you know there's good people out there that are normal. They're like, hey man, what's up? Then you got these mollywampuses that and just it up for everybody because they treat singers and stuff that they like fucking stray dogs with their ribs showing.
Stray dogs with their ribs showing. And that's what a lot of people do. I mean, you can't go up to famous people and do that. That's why these people walk around with security, is because there's weirdos like that just don't know how to like act. You just don't know how to act.
Well, then you're supposed to have your family to talk to about this shit, right? Yep. Nope. Not me, motherfucker. Not me. And it's even more fucked. Your family's using you for your money and then telling other people, yeah, man, fuck him. He's crazy. He's on drugs, but we're going to use his money. Yeah. That too. You know what it's like to have your family members be like, man, you have anger problems. And then they turn around and steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from you. Like you ain't going to find out. Oh yeah. He punched a hole in the wall. He's so bad. Well, gee, I wonder why.
I mean, if somebody stole a lot of money from me like that, I mean, I'd be real mad. Damn.
Do you know what it's like to go to your parents' house and every time you go there, they're like, hey, will you sign all this stuff and meet Mo, Larry, and Curly down the goddamn street? Will you do all these?
I think what Church has been trying to say in this video and in previous videos is that like he just wants to live his life. He doesn't want people to be like up in his face all the time, wanting him like just let the man do what he wants to do.
And meet and greets for me? That too. Do you know what it's like to buy people houses and then give them the houses and then they look at you and go, you haven't done a thing for me. What do you mean?
If you give somebody a house, that's definitely doing something for them.
Almost everybody I've worked my ass off for in my personal life. Every week, every weekend for all these years has totally shit on me. But you know what? I'm cool with it. Because now I get to treat my motherfucking self and not worry about what nobody else thinks. Zero people to worry about now. And you know what? This is the first time in my career that I've had to worry about zero people. Now I get to focus on me. My circle is smaller than it's ever been. There's nobody attached to my motherfucking bank accounts. And I'm not going to make any more decisions based off of, oh man, I wonder what this person will think. Yeah, fuck what anybody thinks. I'm going to do whatever I want. You know why? Because I'm Paw, motherfucker. That's why. At this point, I got Be Loose, I got my day ones, and I got my cousin, and I have time to go do a bunch of fun shit. I've put a lot of time in people that don't give a fuck about me over.
Square is slurring on drugs. Is he talking about me? Or who's he talking about?
For the years, and guess what? I ain't looking for it no more. I ain't begging nobody to be nice to me. I ain't begging nobody to like me. If you don't like me, well, good. Here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to move back into Ghost Ranch. I'm going to make it a oasis for creeker shit. I'm going to have a studio there. I'm going to have a motherfucking pool. I'm going to have a hot tub. I'm going to have a damn big-ass gazebo.
Now, he was talking about this a while ago, turning Ghost Ranch into like a chill place for the Creek Squad. I mean, it's not going to be like a theme park type thing. He's saying like have people there every once in a while.
Where we can all eat. I'm going to have times where I invite people over to come hang out and ride Can-Ams. If you be weird, your fucking ass is out. If you be cool, you can come back next time. I got to start working out and running again.
You got to screen the weirdos on the way in.
In case I want to do some shows this year. I got a ton of new music that's not out yet.
Can't wait to hear that new music.
I got music videos to shoot. I got Harleys to ride, and I got muscle cars to do burnouts in. See all this shit happening to me that's happened over the years up until now, up until today, when somebody literally took my license, my identity, and sold a truck that was in my name, and that's a whole nother goddamn story. But see all this shit.
So this video was all started from Gobble making his report. Upchurch is making this video because he's like, look at this idiot coming and trying to talk like he knows what he's talking about.
Going on, all this bad stuff happening, supposed to make me like, oh man, my life. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, my life, motherfucker. What we finna do, cuz? Oh yeah, that's right. Whatever the we want to do.
All right, and then this part of the video I got from Kansas Rebel Man's channel, which was originally clips from Upchurch's Instagram channel.
Clarify, this is not Highway 12's fault, okay? This has nothing to do with Highway 12. This is a different situation. Actually, I'm here buying this fucking Harley right now, mother. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for some weather. But no, it wasn't them. All right. Well, we got that situation all figured out. So he used my license and forged my name to trade my truck for a California edition Mustang. So tomorrow we'll have a California edition.
So that paper that Johnny was saying that is evidence they gave the truck is the actual forged document.
Mustang. And if we don't, well, then somebody's getting picked up by the cops. And yeah,
And this is where Johnny says that he was threatening them when he's actually saying he's giving them an opportunity to make their wrong right before legal ramifications.
see people on YouTube being like, well, here's what I think happened. Well, guess what? The person saying that, it really don't fucking matter because your ass can't afford to buy a goddamn Mongoose bicycle because you ain't smart enough to save your money up for 2 weeks. So it really don't matter what you say. You don't know nothing about these kind of problems. And everybody asking me,
Johnny can't even buy a Mongoose bike. And now that Mongoose ain't like a big brand like it used to be.
if I'm okay.
What's good in the comments? Kenny reacts.
Yeah, I'm okay. This is the kind of shit that make you more resilient as a man, bro.
And that's just messed up. The fact that he gave somebody a truck to use, and then they go and take and trade it in for a Mustang with a piece of paper that was dated 2 days ago when their falling out happened in November. So, you know, he was being nice, letting him keep the vehicle, I'm assuming, and letting it all blow over. And then they went and traded it and forged documents. And then we got Gobble trying to say that, look, it's proof, y'all. This piece of paper, this forged document right here is the proof, y'all. It's all the proofs that we need to show that Ron is piece of crap. Because I've been trying to prove it since everybody with Creek Squad done came down on me for saying crap ass shit about Kansas Rebel Man. Now I gotta go on the attack all over again, y'all. But it ain't hate, y'all. It ain't hate. Oh my God.
You know, as long as you don't let motherfuckers just keep doing shit to you and fucking you over, you'll be all right. If you just fucking hit every situation head on and headbutt it and ask it what the fuck its problem is, then you'll be fine.
Before we start this video,
All right. So what's the thoughts in the comments there about this situation where Gobble thinks that, well, we all know that Gobble's just Gobble. He's crazy. Oh my God, man. This guy is something else. Really just something else. Johnny Gobble. Man, that guy. All right, so let's move on to a different topic. I had a couple different topics planned for this morning. Like I said, more of a more news and informing
Point out the
format today. I'm changing it up a little bit. It is the mix up. That's what we do. We mix it up. So we're gonna just talked about that. And then no, not this one. And then this topic, Chris, you brought this up in the comments the other day. So let's look. I know that this is definitely not final yet, but apparently World Wrestling Entertainment. So I'm a little old school. The WWF or WWE. See, there I go again. You know how long it still doesn't roll off the tongue right. It doesn't roll off the tongue right. Having a lot of sale rumors lately. So let's just let the audio of it play.
What the hell is happening with these WWE sale rumors? SBNation.com.
Membership fees apply after free trial. Cancel anytime.
Oh,
Can I be
this is gonna do ads. All right, so it goes on here to talk a little about what professional wrestling is, but what we all right. So WWE has not been sold yet. We pump the brakes on sales reports right now because it isn't something that I need this. I should have skimmed through this before. I hate reading things off a screen, especially when they're white with black. I like the dark mode, everything. I got like so many lights in my eyes right now. All right, so yeah, they're basically saying that it isn't something that they could say would happen within the dead of night, without without significant regulatory hoops being jumped through. WWE is a publicly traded company, meaning the sale would have to be reported to shareholders, SEC filing, and public offer price. Yeah, so basically, for a company like that to be sold, it would need to have like a whole bunch of like every shareholder would need to get notified. I mean, even if you had one stock in WWE, you'd have to be notified. And then on top of this, with the rumors of it wanting to get sold, then this report comes out. Man, I cannot stand the way every news website has so many ads. And even if you have a pop-up blocker on, there's still tons of ads and things. And please sign up for our this, our that. So WWE's smaller rival AEW. So if you're not informed on who AEW is, that's All Elite Wrestling, is interested in merging with WWE after hearing these little bits about sales. All Elite Wrestling, I don't like the way that they call it a professional wrestling league. It's a professional wrestling. Well, I'm gonna rephrase that. All Elite Wrestling, a professional wrestling organization owned by the Khan family, is interested in merging with World Wrestling Entertainment, according to people familiar with this matter. The Khans, as we all, I mean, those of you informed with the situation, we know that they own the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Premier League's Fulham FC. That's, I believe, a football club. And when I say football, I mean, I think soccer, like soccer. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Pretty sure. So it says that they might partner with a strategic media company to share intellectual properties while merging the wrestling. Like, why do they keep on calling them leagues? Well, merging the wrestling organizations, said the people who asked not to be named because the discussions are private. So I don't know if this means that there's actual discussions going on with AEW and WWE. And then it goes on down here to say that the idea that Vince McMahon, the controlling shareholder, would merge his company with a smaller company is a long shot. So that is a long shot. All right. So then it says AEW has not had talks with McMahon or Nick Khan, the company's chief executive. And then it says here that Nick Khan is not related to the AEW Khan. So just because their name is Khan does not mean. All right. So Dave Richards said, no, it's not football. At least the English user. Well, they call. I'm pretty sure. What is the Fulham FC? It's football club, right? Like meaning soccer. Well, we don't call that football here. Football's football. Football's football. American football's football. Are we having to block people in here now? Oh, geez, we got square people coming over here. So, I mean, what do you guys think? I know we probably got some wrestling fans here because you know, if you're in the whole I want to say country rap YouTube community, you kind of might be interested in in wrestling a little. You would think. I mean, I am. Um, do you think that Vince McMahon and WWE would ever consider merging with AEW? And I really want to know, like, I really want to know. Like, I don't think it would ever happen. Like, in my opinion, I don't think that Vince McMahon is like, he's owned since he made the WWE what it is today. It was nothing when it was his father's. You can't even really. Oh, are you kidding me? Is this? Are you all right? Hold on. We all right. Let's. I'm just gonna reload. This is true. Johnny Gobble has just changed his channel name to the Upchurch Report. Well, you see, here's the problem with this Gobble is that the name Upchurch, when used for business, is copyrighted by Ryan Upchurch. So you might want to go change that real quick before you got some legal ramifications there, buddy. And oh my God. This is, he literally changed his name. Did he post anything? Do we have a new community post, or do we just have we have something here about taxes? Because, you know, we're the tax expert. Do we have any new videos? So I hate that you can't see how long ago shorts were posted.
What's up, guys? It is the Upchurch Report.
Oh, I guess we got the first episode of the Upchurch Report.
So from now on, I'm gonna start
Gobble News Network
reporting on Upchurch.
Oh, so now we're finally gonna do what we thought he was gonna do the whole time. Just make videos about Upchurch all the time. That's all we can do.
It's fair use. I'm gonna start reacting to Ryan Upchurch and some of his mad spells, anger spells when he's.
Yeah, we got the new. The channel has changed. I don't think it's up for grabs anymore because now we're going in a different direction. The Gobble News Network has officially changed to the Upchurch Report. And let's see how many subscribers we lose. We'll check back on this next week to see how many subscribers the Gobble News Network loses. Oh man. All right, so let's let this play.
Flipping out and going crazy, and he's drugged up and fueled up. But anyways, I'm gonna get into this, guys. Ryan Upchurch, the truck that he's mad about is Rex, Kane Brown's old truck. Okay, Ryan Upchurch showed up at the office where Patty was in business and Tamara, and Nick was there. Ryan walks in, signs the truck over to Nick on May the 9th of 2022. Okay, he got mad because he traded the truck.
Okay. So, oops, hit the wrong button. All right, now I'm on the right camera. Yeah, I went to update my touch portal software and it wasn't working properly. But so here we go. First edition of the Upchurch Report. We're talking about the same document, Johnny, that you showed on your YouTube channel, which Upchurch posted on his, and you're saying
off is why he got mad. And there was a Mustang.
So let's start from
What's
the
up,
beginning.
Guys, it is the Upchurch Report.
It's a short, so it can't be that long.
So
apparently, you can't go back on shorts
on Upchurch,
like you can on normal videos.
It's fair use. I'm gonna start reacting to.
Yup, react, and we'll react right back.
Ryan Upchurch and some of his mad spells, anger
The
spells.
story gets crazier because now the date changes. We got a new date. That's right, Tashi. New date. But yet we all saw in the video, we just watched it a minute ago where Johnny was trying to say that this is the evidence that he signed it over to him. And now he's saying he knows the date it happened, but yet it has a date from 2 days ago.
When he's flipping out and going crazy and he's drugged up and fueled up. But anyways, I'm gonna get into this, guys. Ryan Upchurch, the truck that he's mad about is Rex, Kane Brown's old truck. Okay, Ryan Upchurch showed up at the office where Patty was in business and Tamara, and Nick was there. Ryan walks in, signs the truck over to Nick on
Is that same piece of paper you were showing us? Because that paper was dated 2 days ago.
May the 9th.
Now May the 9th. So May the 9th. The paper you said was when that was showing he signed over the truck, which is the paper the Upchurch is clearly showing was forged, says January 12th, 2023. Not May the 9th, any other year.
Of 2022. Okay. He got mad because he traded the truck off, is why he got mad.
But the piece of paper that you showed us was the proof that he signed it over to him. Again, Johnny, it's dated the 12th of this month, 2 days ago.
And there was a Mustang there that Ryan wanted, but Nick ended up with.
Oh, so now you're trying to say that, well, guess what? He's going to end up with the Mustang anyways because he forged his name. Because if you're saying that the document was made on May 20th, it doesn't even matter, May. That we all saw on the paper that it said it was made on January 12th, 2023. Man, this is just can this get crazy? Is this going to get better? The Gobble saga continues. We are on to season 2 of Johnny Gobble. The Gobble saga. Season 1 has already passed. And now we're on season 2. Well, I've been going for about an hour and a half here. I'm going to say this is probably about the halfway point in this stream. I'm going to go take a break. I will be right back. About 10, 15 minutes. All right, and I'm back. So, while I was on the break there, I went and found where stupid Square here, decided he was gonna put my stream in his stream. So if this looks like you're seeing your picture in your picture, it's because
like grift off of Cyrax.
This
I'm
idiot
not
here
entirely sure, but
reposted my stream.
I'm not trying to. I'm just. This is.
I went to
watch
turn it up.
this, no offense. I'll give it a like. I mean, those other ones were more recent.
So I
And,
want to see what this moron had to say.
It's a new channel, but I think I'm gonna switch it up. Maybe put some music on for the people that are here.
And so he says he was gonna put some music on,
See
but
the
then
morning show's going on over here. I wonder, am I still blocked over here for like no fucking reason
actually have
other than the
2 copies of
Workyverse?
my license, and one of them stays at my house. So the reason you got blocked was because you were spamming, which I've heard you do on a whole bunch of people's pages. You go in their comments and you spam, and like you expect attention. You wanted attention, Square. So you know what? Now I'm gonna give it to you. You wanted my attention. So you have my attention. So what do you gotta say? And one of them's in my wallet. You know, I wanted to talk about the 6-year-old teacher, the 6-year-old with the pew pew and the teacher, which I'm gonna leave the words out, even though I'm reporting on you gotta be careful what you say on YouTube. But I wanted to talk about that story, but then I heard that this idiot was restreaming my live for in case the event where so we can hold on. Nah, man, now it just went to. I gotta find the part again. I just want to hear some of what he said. Because he doesn't say much, so he's probably just streaming my stream.
I am, aren't I?
I wanted to get to the point where I realized that he was restreaming my stream, and hear what he had to say when I called him out on it. Man, this guy. So now you paused it, dude. You
Man, it's sad.
the morning Shay, the weakest link.
Yeah.
You'll be right here. You'll be on the actual. Who's he
Go
giving
to
YouTube? Just YouTube. All right, this is
It's sad.
the morning Shay, the weakest link. I guess this is where it was.
Fuck all y'all.
I
Fuck
I
all
wonder how many
y'all.
people are leaving Square's stream right now. If you're watching the stream again,
I don't
if you're
know.
watching on Square's channel, go ahead, leave the stream, go to YouTube, just YouTube.com.
I got
After that,
18.
just
I got 18. I got 18, motherfucker. Fuck you.
oh look at you get so mad.
I'll take
What you gonna do?
people on.
Oh, bring it. What you got? What you got?
I'll take you on
What you got?
virtually.
Oh, you gonna take me on virtually? You ain't got shit on this.
You don't think I'm scared to be the only one standing?
Flash. Yo, man. Yeah, I think I need to. I think I gotta invite a guest on the show. Yeah, I'm gonna invite a guest on the show. It'll be a live guest. I'm actually gonna go to him. So I think what I'm gonna plan, and it's not hard for me to plan. I am gonna contact Scooter Beggins, who's about 45 minutes from me. I think I'm gonna have to go to Scooter. I'm gonna go to him. We gonna have a discussion about you, Mr. Square. The Mix Up 860.
Fuck
You'll be right here.
you.
You'll be on the actual stream. No need to watch it third
You.
party. Come watch it over here. Yeah. Never watch my stream third party. Come watch it over here. He's over there telling me, dude, you're restreaming my stream. What did you expect me to do, bro? Like, say go ahead and watch it there.
Please, he let them use it.
See, this is what I'm
Fuck
gonna do
you.
if somebody takes my stream and is restreaming.
How am I restreaming it?
Well, that's what you're doing. I was streaming it, and then you're restreaming it while I'm streaming. You're streaming.
Can't pause it and give your critique of your critique.
Well, that's what I'm doing to you, but you were doing it while I was live. So I figured if people really wanted to see what was going on and hear my opinion, they could come hear mine. They didn't have to. You don't really talk in your videos. You just play them. Because that's what I've seen. I watched a couple of them, and you just sit there and let the video play and say a couple words here and there. You don't really comment. Are you?
Them not as a result of me breaking policy, but as a result of them over flooding me, because that's what you'll eventually have them go to doing next. Then I work from them not as a
What is he
result of me
saying?
breaking policy, but as
Hold on. What are you trying to say?
well, you let me know
Streaming it well.
when YouTube suspends my stream from them not as a result of me breaking policy, but as a result of them over flooding me, because that's what you'll eventually have them go to doing next.
Well, see, I'm not trying to get your stream shut down. If you want to come on the internet and make a fool of yourself, by all means, have at it. I'm not going to report you for anything. By all means, have at it. I think it's funny the videos that people make about you.
Then I won't be able to do it. So don't worry, pumpkin.
While I'm doing it, did you just? I'm just going to keep on saying, come on over here.
And they're gonna keep on. Let me see.
No, he did not let them.
How many did you lose? How many did you lose, Square?
Why would he let them use it?
One vehicle.
Welcome and good morning. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to
Yeah. So you know what?
wrong
'cause-
with the work yours and
Ye-
people associated.
Confused. Like, why would somebody else let somebody use a car? Well, Johnny, you see, my car is broken right now, and I mean, dude, if you're gonna like, I mean, and then you're gonna you want to take on my channel, Square? You got how many subscribers, bro? You don't have subs. You think, and then you like, I mean, Mr. Fusion said it best when he said that you think that once you're monetized, yeah, I saw Mustard Squirrel. I saw that he moved on to something else after a while, but I had to comment on it because he wanted my attention, just like Moron wanted my attention. So I gave it to him. I mean, it's not going to be good attention, but you wanted attention, so I gave you attention. So now let me bring something else up here. And all right, so now let's get back into topics that I had planned for today's morning show. Because doing a little things a little bit. Let's check out this briefing from the police in Newport News, Virginia, regarding that
All right.
6-year-old and teacher
I'm Kelly King, Public Information
situation.
Officer for Newport News Police Department, and we are going to get started. The way we're going to work this, we are going to hear from 3 people first.
All right, so I think that we have a fake marshmallow in here again. Somebody with some actual common sense to figure out what one's the real one that has a wrench. Block the fake one.
Chief of Police Steve Drew, our school superintendent Dr. George Parker, and our mayor Philip Jones. These are all common spellings, and they're in the media release. After that, we're going to take some questions.
All right, let's skip forward here.
Good evening. Thank you all for joining.
I mean, my question is, how does a 6-year-old get that into their possession to begin with, and then
joining us today. All
right, so Dumplin saying take. All right, hold on. So let me hold on. I gotta go in and oh man, hold on. We're gonna pause for a cause. 2 seconds.
Like me, open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste me, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate it, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. Ain't no motherfucker in this.
All right, Marshmallow, sorry, not sorry, but had to take your wrench away for a second there. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there in the comments for a second. Some craziness going on there, but I'm back. Let's get into this topic here, which is this 6-year-old getting hold of a weapon. And I'm trying not to say the word because we're on YouTube.
There was some question about as we go forward and share some information today. I know there was some question about when we would.
Again, I want to apologize for any cat meowing in the back. I have a cat here in heat. It's very, very annoying.
Deliver some remarks and comments. I think that's important to our community, right? But we wanted to make.
Marshmallow, you will have an opportunity to get that wrench back as long as you can not spam the chat like that. Damn, bro.
make sure that we took some time and gathered some information. We had some good information to deliver and clear some things up. So my name is Steve Drew. I'm the chief of police here in Newport News, and I will tell you, this is an unprecedented situation that we're dealing with.
Well, that's for sure.
A 6
I want to know. Let's listen.
year old.
Let me bring up the picture here.
It is unprecedented. So there are some nuances here. Last Friday was a hard day for our city, for all of us. And there were a lot of heroes. I'll tell you that Saturday afternoon, I was able to meet with family. And I was humbled, but I was able to meet with Abigail Zwerner. Abigail is a 25-year-old teacher.
So she
is a trooper. She is a hero.
I want to know.
I talked with
I want some information about. I want to know if there's going to give us some information about these parents. The parents of the 6-year-old. How did this end up in the hands of a 6-year-old? I mean, this is irresponsible ownership by these people.
with her. So before I talk today, I'm going to go through the time.
That, and if you have a weapon in your house, you should always take and as soon as a kid's old enough to understand something like that, give them proper safety on that. That's the way it should be, and then we wouldn't have issues like that.
Timeline, establish that a little bit for you. Talk about our officer response, what happened while we were there, and where we're at in our investigation. But please remember that we are only 3 days into this, that there's a lot of things that still need to happen. And I'll talk about that as we go forward. But there are some questions that we will not be able to answer because of where we're at with this investigation. When I met with Abigail's family on Saturday, and they took me up to her room, she asked me, first question, do you know how my students are? She was worried about them. And then today, when I went back to share with her that we were going to hold
I still want to know how.
this press conference today, she again asked me,
Wow, from what I understand, that didn't the teacher
do you know
pass?
how my students are.
Or wait, no, hold on.
And they took me up to her room. She asked me, first question, do you know how my
Yeah. So all right, she's all right. She didn't pass.
students are? She was worried about them.
Well, how does a 6? Oh my God.
And then today, when I went back to share with her that we were going to hold this press conference today, she again asked me, do you know how my students are? And that touched me. Her family and her mother.
Dave in the comments. Well, I mean, I still want to know where it came from. That's my biggest. Where does a 6-year-old get a hold of? Where does it? Yeah, where does a 6-year-old get a hold of a weapon? And we're just gonna refer to it as a weapon, because you got to be careful what you say on YouTube, or they mark your channel for stuff. And I don't need marks on the channel.
Abigail wanted me to tell you all, but primarily her students and her parents of her students, that she is in stable condition and that she is thankful for the thoughts and prayers that have gone out to her, the people that have reached out, not only here locally, across our state and across our nation. She is very, very appreciative of the support that she's getting and continues to get. So I just want to establish with you a brief timeline. Last Friday, at Rich Neck Elementary School on January the 6th. At 1:59, a call came in and advised that a teacher had been shot, and there was no other information.
So that was the only information they had got at first. I want to remind everyone again, this is not a true crime channel. I'm simply reporting on current events right now, and this channel is The Mix Up. We do a lot of things on here. Never really thought of getting into true crime, so this isn't going to be a true crime kind of thing. This is going to just more of a reporting thing. If you want to check out channels that are true crime, go check out channel like Tattooed Rebel. It's a good spot to go check out some true crime.
Forward. Officers were dispatched at 2:00 p.m. Personnel to Rich Neck Elementary. And anytime we have a
And I just noticed this audio from this news conference is only coming out one channel. So if you're only hearing it in one speaker, it's not you, it's the audio from the video.
Situation where there is a shooter or the believed a possible active shooter, officers are going to come from all over. So there were officers from different areas there. At 2:04, 2 sheriff deputies arrived at the school and entered the classroom where this shooting took place. And we'll talk a little bit shortly here. There was not an active shooter going on throughout the school. Everything happened in one classroom. 2 sheriff deputies entered at 2:04, and about 8 to 10 seconds behind them, 2 officers entered. When they entered the room, they found a 6-year-old child that was being physically restrained by a school employee.
Okay, so somebody had already got a hold of the kid, probably got the gun
became
from
a
the
little
kid.
combative, actually struck the school employee that was restraining him, and officers in.
All right, so this sounds like a case of just an out of control kid. Like when your kid first shoots a teacher and then is attacking somebody that's trying to restrain them afterwards, this kid got some crazy issues. I mean, I really think that the parents of this child need to be looked into. Like
took
for
control
real,
of him
like look,
and escorted him out of the building, placed him in a police car.
like that's not the way that a 6-year-old, now I want you to think of like anyone, like I'm 40, anybody my age in the comments or even a little bit younger. If you were 6 years old and talk back to an adult like that, ooh.
With an officer.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch my words. Hopefully the stream doesn't get struck for anything. We're reporting news. We're not. That's all we're doing.
Outside that vehicle. Once that had occurred, there was a systematic.
This is a public news conference we're reviewing here.
Evacuation of rooms and hallways for safety. So we still weren't sure exactly what all we had at that point. On the timeline, I want to go back and talk about the other response. As we said, at 2:04, deputies and officers responded. At 2:06, medics arrived at the school. At 2:07, the medics were cleared by officers to enter the building, that room was safe, where we had someone had been injured. At 2:09, they made contact.
So this conference is long. So when we going to get into, I know we're trying to establish a timeline. I still want to know where this weapon came from.
And at 2:11, she was transported to a local hospital where she's currently undergoing treatment. And again, if I didn't state earlier, she is still listed in stable condition, and I had a good conversation.
It's good to know that the teacher is in stable condition, and seems like she'll pull through this.
With her today. We talked a little bit about when the officers arrived. The young man was taken into custody and escorted out of the building. And officers responded then and began to put a plan together quickly to evacuate the hallways, the classrooms in a systematic order. But remember, we're dealing with elementary kids, right? And I will tell you, I was touched by the way that those officers interacted with those kids as they moved them from the hallway to the gymnasium. The faculty and staff there, and I'm not just talking about teachers. It was heroic, the way I saw them take care of those young people.
Well, I mean, kids in that situation are definitely going to be a little shook up, especially if the whole school's locked down and they don't even really know what's going on yet. Plus, they're at a very young age where, I mean, and this is a first grader.
Officers and faculty members took the students into the gymnasium. That's where they would stay until they were reunited with their family. The individuals that were in the classroom were taken to the library, where they were held there, kept there with detectives.
I would hope for waiting for school psychologists and psychiatrists to come meet with them after that, and with their parents as well, after dealing with that type of trauma.
A couple of teachers and eventually some school counselors when they arrived.
Yes, all right, yeah, that's what I would be expecting to have happen with this.
We escorted them safely to that area as we continue to clear the building, so that they could be, the professionals could be with our young people, with students. We talked about detectives and counselors that were escorted there to make sure that we had professionals with the individuals that had been in that room. Once the building was safe, forensic.
Man, I really got to find a different angle for my light that shines right at me, or filter it a little, because it is killing my eyes.
Entered the classroom and processed the crime scene. I want to share with you what we recovered there.
I'm gonna take 2 seconds. I'm just gonna let this play for 2 seconds while I'm gonna see if it makes a huge difference on screen if I turn off this light in front of me that's been blinding me since the last time I was trying to like read something right on the screen. And like I'm trying to like watch this at the same time, and the lights just drive me crazy today. Hold on.
One spent shell casing, a backpack, a cell phone, and a 9mm Taurus firearm was recovered. The firearm was recovered close to the student's desk where the shooting occurred. Mrs. Zwerner was providing class instruction. The 6-year-old child displayed a firearm, pointed it at her,
oh,
and
that's
fired
much
one
better.
round. There was no
Yeah, the picture still looks good.
struggle or fight. She was
Yeah, I
providing
still have 2 other
instruction to
lights
her
pointing at
class.
me from the side. It's just and one from right directly over top of me. It's just the one that was directly in front of me while I'm trying to look at the TV in front of me. I want one TV that acts as a screen where I play my videos, and then another one down here where I look at the comments and look at the streaming software. And the light right below the TV was just blinding me.
There was 1 round fired. Abigail took a defensive position. And what I'm sharing with you is because she has allowed me to share it. She took a defensive.
Well, I also have like very, very good vision, and because of it, my eyes are very light sensitive. So when I get a lot of light in them, it kind of like it messes with them a little.
Defensive position where she raised her hand. The round went through her hand, exited the rear of her hand, and into her upper chest. And that's as far as I want to go with that. I'm not a physician, and the complication.
All right, so we're talking about where the
She was
projectile,
providing instruction to her class.
because we're not going to use the other
There was
word.
1 round fired. Abigail
If he uses it, that's
took a
different.
defensive position. And what I'm sharing with you is because she has allowed me to share it. She took a defensive position where she raised her hand. The round went through her hand, exited the rear of her hand, and into her upper chest. And that's as far as I want to go with that. I'm not a physician, and the complications there, but that was the injury. She leaned back and took that round. She suffered a gunshot wound, but she was still able to get all of her students out of that classroom. From the video surveillance we have of the hallway, you can see.
So she was a trooper. She got injured, and then her main concern was taking care of her students. That's a strong-willed person there.
The students running out of that classroom across the hall into, and I'm estimating about 17 to 20 students out of that classroom across all into other classrooms. Mrs. Warner was the last person to leave that class. She made a right turn and started down the hallway, and then she stopped.
I don't know. Tasha, are you it's where are wow. It's 9:14 a.m. here. Where are you guys? I'd like to, where is everybody in the comments?
And she turned around. She turned around to make sure that every one of those students was safe. She made her way down to the administration office. We would later find out that she was given first aid as dispatchers talked to individuals who had made phone calls, and they took care of her through communications until the paramedics got with her.
Wow, Tasha, you're coming to us all the way from Queensland, Australia. Well, shout out to you. Good day, mate. And Dumpling, you're in Alabama. Yeah, I've never been to Alabama. I've been down the whole East Coast. Never made it to Alabama.
Several faculty members were interviewed at the scene. Others, there will be follow-up interviews. There will be follow-up interviews with Abigail. The students that were there, we will work with child psychologists who are trained to interview children. We'll work with them. We want to talk about what they saw in their account.
Dave, you're coming to us from Nottingham in the UK. Wow. Well, shout outs to you out there in the UK.
Now, once I arrived, myself and other officers, I got a quick brief assessment of the situation, what we had, and I wanted to get out as quick as we could to our community and our parents, right, that we did not have an active situation. The individual was in custody, and that there was no longer threat. I tried to explain a little bit about how children were being moved to the gymnasium. We'll work with our school board members and faculty and staff there, our sheriff deputies, that came all together, and we had a systematic process of releasing a child to their parent. They were identified, and we got them back together. You can imagine there was some frustration by parents wanting their children back, and I can understand that.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Dumpling. YouTube does bring us together worldwide. I got people in here from Australia. You're there in Alabama. I'm here in Connecticut. We got people in here from the UK, Nottingham. I mean, just people listening all over the place.
Myself and the mayor worked the line as parents lined up, calming them down, reassuring that their students were okay. But you saw tears and frustration, anxiety.
See, my main thing with this whole situation is I really want to know where this weapon came from.
And I appreciate that, sir. Because in those situations, what we ought to do is try to keep people calm because they're just unsure of what they had. And as we reunited, as I saw school employees walking students and officers walking students back to their families, I saw tears and smiles on both sides. And that
Rebel
moment,
Soul coming to us from South Carolina. My mom's down in North Carolina. That's where my mother lives.
of seeing our fire department, sheriff's department, police officers, school board members, school officials working together to reunite those children and loved ones, and the care that they took for those young people. It was amazing. Laughing, supporting, holding their hands, talking to them. I saw children in the gym that were making fun of officers and officers making fun of them, just bonding and trying to make that situation that we're dealing with the best that we could. They remembered how important those young people are in that time of, they may never forget. The parents of the 6-year-old child were contacted by the police department and asked us to meet.
Here we go. This is the information I want to hear about.
We asked them to meet us back at police headquarters. They did so, and at that point is where we interviewed the child and his mother. We determined that the firearm was in the residence.
Okay, so that it was at the house.
They lived, and the child had obtained that firearm, placed it in his backpack, and brought it to school.
Why wasn't there a gun lock on the gun? Most municipalities, you can go to a police station, and even though it's a cheap gun lock, you can pick up a free gun lock right in the lobby. You can even just go walk right into the lobby, and they have them there. There's a program nationwide where they give free gun locks out at police stations. So why was there not a gun lock on that?
He was brought to school that day by his mother later that morning. The 6-year-old child brought to school, like we said there, and it was determined we wanted to know about that firearm. It's one of the things that we did in our press conference. There was one of the questions I had. Where did that firearm come from? The firearm was legally purchased by the child's mother out of York County. Detectives. So after we had this information, like I said,
yeah, and Dumpling, good point. Why was the gun kept loaded? Why? That again, and no lock. The gun locks that they do give away at the police stations are the type that you could stick it through the barrel and then lock the whole thing so that there's no way. And I mean, obviously it's a cheap lock that could easily be picked or cut, but it's good for safety if you have children, because I don't think children are going out and grabbing a pair of bolt cutters, especially at 6 years old, and have to, you know, be able to cut through that.
This is unprecedented. We're dealing with a 6-year-old. Detectives talk with Human Services and Child
I
Protective
mean, this
Services.
is just
at
unheard of.
Commonwealth Attorney's Office. I've talked to Mr. Gwynn several times, as late as last night and this afternoon. The Community Service Board, which addresses mental and behavioral health. Due to the age of the child, we made these contacts and conversations to seek guidance on possible services, because none of us have a lot of information dealing with something like this. Based on
I mean, I'm curious to see where this goes. What, if any, kind of charges are filed, whether against the parents or the juvenile in this case.
Based on this conversation, an emergency custody order was initiated by
Excuse me.
detectives, and the 6-year-old child was transported to a local hospital where he was evaluated. The CSB, Community Service Board, determined that a temporary detention order would be obtained from a magistrate, and the child is currently receiving treatment at a medical facility. Now, the department will continue to conduct this investigation, which will consist of a follow-up interviews. We want to talk to the individuals that were in that classroom with help of a child psychologist. We want to meet with Human Services or Child Protective Services to see if there's any interaction or any cases that they have with the family or the child.
Dave's wondering if this guy uses some polish on his head.
We also want to work with Dr. Parker and his staff, which have been extremely forthcoming with information of any issues they may have.
Oh man, that's a good one, Dave. That's a good one.
Have dealing with the child's behavior or any behavioral issues or concerns.
I mean, for this kid to have that kind of, I mean, even mentality to do something like that. I mean, where does this come from? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered here.
I'd like to reiterate, and I said that night, I just want to reiterate that this shooting was not accidental. It was intentional.
Well, I mean, where this 6-year-old gets the mindset to even bring a weapon like that to school is just beyond me. I mean, that to me is just, this is a sad situation. It's very sad that a child would even have that mindset to do that, to even bring it to school, number one, and then furthermore, to do that to their teacher.
And I believe, and I told her today, I believe that Miss Zorner, Abigail, that she saved lives on Friday. I cannot be more impressed with the faculty and staff of the school. I can't be more impressed with those children. The way they exited the hallways and went with instruction, the officers and deputies who talked to them, some holding their hands as they walked through. And the number of school employees that came in and we escorted to the gymnasium and even to the library to work with those young children. And I also want to thank all of our federal partners, state and local officials who've called and asked if there's any support that you need from the
I don't think there's going to be
all over the state.
much more he's going to
around
touch
the
on with the
surrounding jurisdictions.
situation.
Is there
Let's
anything you need?
let's let it play a little
I
more.
believe that's because of the relationship that we have. So as we go forward, those are the conversations we'll be having as we continue to put this investigation together. There are a lot of things that we need to continue to do. We're only 3 days into this investigation. But I just wanted to share with you.
Yeah, I definitely want to know some more information about the parents. You know, just what frame of mind was this child in to do something like this? You know, what was this kid being taught at home? How was his home life? I'm very concerned for what his home life was to have thoughts like this in their head.
With you a little bit about our response, what we had, a little bit of the timeline, what was recovered, and what we have done at this point, and where we are as we go forward to have those conversations with our Commonwealth Attorney and CSB board on the best avenue to go forward in this situation. I'll take some questions at the end, At the end, I want to make sure that Dr. Parker and our mayor speak, but I before I step away, I just want to say that I am
So I don't think we're gonna go forward to listen to the other guys speak because it's the mayor and I believe somebody from the school board. I just really wanted to hear the police perspective on this. That's the most important one. Where is this investigation leading? That's kind of what I wanted to know. I'm gonna take a quick break while I get the next story up, which we're gonna be talking about good old Brandon and some classified information, which apparently was found next to his car. So that's next. I'll get that ready. I'll be right back.
Classified material.
All right, I'm back.
Your Corvette. What were
So this is the I had to find it again.
classified material next to your Corvette? What
Brandon.
were you thinking?
Let me, I'm going to get a chance to speak on all
He's got to read his notes.
this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week,
You see, he said, I'm going to get a chance to speak on this, God willing, soon. Because he's looking at his notes and he's like, I really want to explain myself. What up, Ghost Wog in the comments? He's like, I really want to explain myself, but my handlers told me to only read what's on my notes.
people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage.
Okay, but when the last president, when Trump was they said there was classified documents, you made a big stink about it.
Okay, so it's not like you're
Do as I say, not as I do.
sitting out in the street. But at any rate, yes, as well as my Corvette.
Yeah, you keep that Corvette locked up with all the classified information.
But as I said earlier this week, people know I take classified documents and classified material seriously.
But yet they were found all over the place.
I also said we're cooperating fully and completely with the Justice Department's review.
He's reading his prepared notes.
As part of that process, my lawyer has reviewed other places where documents in my from my time.
All right, so
fully and completely with the Justice Department's review. As part of that process, my lawyer has reviewed other places where documents in my from my time as vice president were stored, and they finished the review last night.
So there's other documents in question from when he was vice president that he's had.
They discovered a small number of documents of classified markings in storage areas and file cabinets in my home and my personal library. This was done
At his
in the case
home
of the Biden Pence
and in his personal library and his garage. Why is classified information in your garage? You got boxes of classified documents in your garage? I mean, why else would you have classified information in? I mean, why would you have classified information in your garage?
And they finished the review last night. They discovered a small number of documents of classified markings in storage areas and file cabinets in my home and my personal library.
In his home and in his personal library, all stamped, but he made a big stink when it was Trump. Now, I've said before, I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. If anything, I tend to lean more libertarian. But you know, I try to see down the middle, and what I see here is a complete moron. How is this, you know, how is this man in charge of our country?
This was
how good, most votes of all time.
Done in the case of the Biden Pence. This was done in the case of the Biden Penn Center. The Department of Justice was immediately, as was done, the Department of Justice was immediately notified.
Today, Junior.
And the lawyers arranged for the Department of Justice to take.
See, he's getting ultra nervous about this.
Possession of the document. So we're going to see all this unfold. I'm confident. Thank you very much.
No, can't answer any questions because the answers to your questions are not in the prepared notes. Oh man, the state of this country, everything since this man's come into office have just been like, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And they said they're still trying to blame everything on Trump. They're still trying to blame everything on Trump. So I think the problem is that Trump was the closest thing, even with as much money as he has, he is the closest thing to the everyday man that we'll get in our lifetime as a president. I don't think we'll ever get somebody that's more like just out there, like this is what I'm doing. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. All these other guys are always behind the scenes, like Biden, man. He's everything he does just seems shady. All right, so I mean that's all the topics I have for right now. I'll be back later with another show. Gonna work on planning that now. Gonna break down my lives from the other night and repost those as in sections, because it's about 6 hours total of watching the YouTube. No, I think it's like it's a little over 6 hours of watching the Chills 3-hour compilation part 1, and then I still got to finish part 2. So I'll be getting to that soon. Until next time, this has been The Mix Up. Peace.